Greetings, YouTube. I usually say happy Saturday, but it's really not, right? I mean, we're so heavy-hearted today and so in shock by the passing of such a great actor and human, Chadwick Boseman. And really, I think one of the most shocking part of the processing of this is just how in 2020 you're successfully able to keep it a secret that you have colon cancer from the world, where there are paparazzi everywhere, and it seems like everybody posts anything personal now from celebrities online. So respect to the family for having so many people also respect the wishes of the family, not leak anything. But it is a sad day in Marvel history, as Avenger Blaze 69 says. Now, I wanted to wait and record this video to see if Kabam was going to post anything in the in-game inbox. If I was running the Kabam marketing team, I would have at least given everybody a special commemorative title. Maybe you can't make one in 12 hours. So what I would do is I would say, hey, we're looking to maybe buff these champions in a fast track before the end of the year. We were already planning on doing this next year, but given how this news has hit the world, we're going to fast track it. And also, by the way, just a heads up, we're going to give everybody a special title to commemorate his life, because Wakandan Warrior, which is what I have changed my title to, and I encourage you watching this to do so if you have it. A lot of people don't have it because they weren't maybe playing the game when that title was available. So give everybody a title now that can honor him. So Avenger Blaze 69 posted this on the forums. I communicate with him quite often via line, and it is true that when Stan Lee passed away, we got the True Believer title, and so, as I've already covered, one of the first things we should hope to do is get a new title. But Stan Lee wasn't a character in the game, right? So he goes on to say, Black Panther deserves recognition, preferably in the form of an adequate buff for both iterations for Black Panther. I think that we can all agree that neither version of MCLC's Black Panther is an adequate depiction of his power. I also think, objectively, Killmonger is just much better in the game than both of them, even though Black Panther, spoiler alert, ends up defeating Killmonger in his movie. So it's just very ironic. The man used Infinity Gauntlet in the comics, for crying out loud, so why is he so weak and essentially useless in the game? I conclude here that both requests should be honored, and I believe the community will agree 100% with both suggestions. At the very least, Mr. Chadwick Boseman deserves a spot in the MCOC legacy, recognized for his achievements as Black Panther and as a human being who gave so much of himself to the world. I think anyone who supports this post, and by my heart, to the very top. All right, so that's why I'm covering it today. To open the discussion, now, I do love how OG Black Panther can stack bleeds, right? And so it is certainly something that he should keep. I would also love, and who knows if this is comic book accurate, I'd love for him to get a little regen. And also, I think both Black Panthers should be bleed immune with their armor. And maybe when you're supposed to take a bleed, you gain like an armor up buff. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas. But the point of this video and the post is, how should Black Panther be buffed? What would you like to see? So many of you watching my channel are far more knowledgeable about the Marvel universe and especially the comic books than I am. So getting comments that are comic book accurate, which I know is kind of a crazy thing for MCOC, because sometimes it feels like if you're OP in the comics, you're going to be a limit in this game, and if you're a limit in the comics, you're going to be OP in this game. But hopefully in this case, they won't be. Hopefully they'll do a Magneto-like buff to both OG Black Panther and Black Panther Civil War, which is not to say I still hate fighting Black Panther Civil War on defense. I take a huge chunk of damage when I get hit, especially at the beginning of the fight, and I also get cocky and still really haven't learned the best way to avoid risking a parry. I know the reflective armor is not a good idea to parry with, but even when it's not up there, I still sometimes just get stunned. And I think to myself, why did you even try to parry? Just bait the heavy and counter. But, you know, you live and you learn, or you don't learn and you just live and then you get wrecked. I would like to see Black Panther Civil War also be able to stack bleeds, have some armor ups, some better immunity, and then maybe, just maybe, that synergy between the two, where you actually can be motivated to bring in both into a fight, becomes OP enough to where it's like a god tier synergy that puts them with some of the best bleed damage in the game. Here's to looking at you, somebody like Nick Fury, for example. And then also, it's just going to be an honor to that champion in general. So I was hoping to keep this video around 5-6 minutes. We're already there. I don't want to ramble. So let's end it here. And I appreciate everybody's feedback on my Twitter and community posts to change your profile pic and the title if you haven't. Hopefully we will all have a title pretty soon, just like we did with Stan Lee's passing, unfortunately. Not the unfortunate about the title, but certainly unfortunate about the passing.